This video is going to review Chapter 5, which words or phrases are ambiguous. So we've talked about identifying issues, locating the reasons, and figuring out the conclusion in the past few weeks. But I want you to think about, have you really understood what the meaning of the text is and what the purpose is? And are you one of those people who take what they read for face value? How do you interpret these? Often a word or a phrase can have many different meanings. The denotative meaning is the actual and the factual objective meaning of the word, and connotative is the idea that words give as opposed to its factual definition. Words can be used to manipulate or to influence our feelings. So think about this verse. Call a woman a kitten, but never a cat. You can call her a mouse, cannot call her a rat. Call a woman a chicken, but never a hen, or you surely will not be her caller again. You can say she's a vision, can't say she's a sight. And a woman is skinny, she's slender and slight. If she should burn you up, say she sets you afire, and you'll always be welcome, you tricky old liar. So think to yourself in this verse, what is this really telling us? And think what feelings that were evoked by reading this. Can you find the word connotation? Problems arise when words have different emotive associations to different people. How does the mood of the sentence change when using the neutral word as opposed to the negative word? So think of these word pairs. Ambitious versus unrealistic. Careful versus unadventurous. Voluptuous versus fat. Daring versus irresponsible. Inexperienced versus clueless. Put yourself in the situation of being called these words. Which one would you rather be called and why? The definition of ambiguity. It's a term or a phrase is ambiguous when its meaning is uncertain in the context of the argument. The reader must seek clarification before judging how good the reasoning is. Anything that is said to be ambiguous is open to more than one interpretation. Let's look at the following headlines that were found in newspapers. Kids make nutritious snacks. Grandmother of 8 makes hole-in-one. Milk drinkers are turning to powder. Drunk gets 9 months in violin case. Okay, and then there's different ones. Think about the meaning behind these and what makes them ambiguous. When you come across a difficult word, you must seek help from the dictionary. Or what we also do is use the context clues to figure out which meaning, because a lot of times words have many different meanings behind them. The dictionary definitions are usually just synonyms and examples. It's a good start, but it's not enough. To find the more specific is using your context clues. How is it being used? Often, connotative word meanings are cultural in nature. And an example would be mad means crazy in the UK, but is used as a synonym for angry here in the US. So to wrap up Chapter 5, precise meaning of words, you need to decide to agree with someone's opinion. So it's really important that we're using the precise meaning. Check for key terms in the issue. Identify those key terms in the reasoning structure. Look for the words that will affect whether you accept the conclusion or not. Check to determine ambiguity. Use the context to define the terms. And ambiguity is used in persuasion.